Hi, everybody. It's Dominic Rubino from CabinetMakerProfitSystem.com. How are you? Thanks for checking in. Hey, today's little blurb here is on how business partners can work better together. I've got 6 ideas for you. Now, how do I come up with this? Because I've been in 2 businesses. Both have started from zero and grown to large businesses, if you're measuring it by revenue. We can talk about the size of them later, but very large. One of them had 140 employees. The other one had 200 franchisees in it, 240 franchisees. So I've worked with business partners in many, many situations. And as a business coach, which I have been now for 18 years, I've worked with many, many businesses where business partners work together. And I thought it was time that the cabinet making, architectural millwork, architectural woodwork community heard some of these ideas too. So hopefully you like this. Share it with your business partner. What a great way to open up the conversation. If you're feeling that you guys might want to have a conversation around this and look for ways to work better together, communicate better, grow the business in a more effective way. So please feel free to share this with somebody. So we've got 6 points. I'm going to go through them in point form. It's going to be very short. Go back to CabinetMakerProfitSystem.com if you want to see more, get the transcript, download some tools that you can have in a meeting, etc. So number 1, let's get into this. Number 1, numero uno, is communication. Now, you might already know that that's something that you guys are working on, but communication is really the key to an effective business partnership. Doesn't matter what kind of business it is, whether you're making cabinets, whether you're making beautiful woodwork, whether you're a doctor's office. It always comes down to communication. The best business partners communicate really, really, really well with each other, and a good partnership should be like a marriage. Almost, I mean, not everything like a marriage, but it should be like a marriage where you get along. You still have your disagreements because you need to have disagreements in order to grow. That's fine, but you still work together well. So that's number 1. Number 2 is you talk the same talk. Now, what I'm talking about here is I'm going to say you have the same values. We won't get into that here, but you also understand when each other is talking about business, you're both talking about the same thing. So you and your partners should talk about the business the same way. So when you say COGS, or cost of goods sold, he or she should know what you mean, that means cost of goods sold. And you should both understand what that is. If not, it's a chance for you guys to have a conversation and talk about what that important piece of business management, business oversight is, just as the example. And then when he says, look, we need to be open on the next bank holiday, you both know that means for the staff, not for you guys. You guys can take off. Staff's going to be working because you've got the systems in place and the work coming down the pipe for them to work if you want them to. So number 1, communication. Number 2, talk the same talk. I've only given you 2 points right now, but if you agree or you want to share this or like it or put a comment on there, I'd love to hear it so that I can get more engagement from the woodworking community, the joinery community, as to what you're seeing out there in the field. And what I'll do is I'll turn that around and I'll add even more to this conversation if I see that those of you out there want more information on it. Let's go to number 3. Number 3 is talk and listen. You ever heard the saying, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth and we should use them in proportion? I've heard it a couple of different ways. Just did that one off the top of my head, and that one seems to make a lot of sense to me. Having a business partner doesn't mean that one partner does all the talking and the other guy does all the listening. That's not generally a good, strong partnership. There has to be some give and take. Obviously, in some meetings, one of you is going to take the lead because you're really strong on that. And in other meetings, another one's going to take the lead. That's fine. But you should each understand each other's strengths and weaknesses, because we all have them. And each of you has to treat the other guy with respect. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4, consistency. Your business needs a pattern of meetings and reports that you and your partner can rely on. Now, I get it. I know you're already busy, and this clown is saying you need more meetings. And you're thinking, I'm going to turn this video off because I don't need more meetings. And I'm still going to say it. You need enough of the right kind of meetings about the right kind of topics and subjects so things get dealt with and done and your company can grow. Just hold on for 1 second before you click this video off. If you're already a $2 million cabinet making or architectural woodworking shop, that's great. You are the perfect $2 million architectural woodwork shop, cabinet making shop, whatever you are. But you're not the perfect $3 million shop. You do things the way you do them, and that gets you to 2 million. But if you want to get to 2.5 or 3 or 5, or if you're at 1 and you want to get to 2, you have to change the way you're doing things. And these meetings are important. Not to waste time, not to chit chat. We'll certainly have lots more information on the website, CabinetMakerProfitSystem.com, on how to have effective meetings and which ones you need, but keep that in mind. You need that consistency of reporting, consistency of communication. Remember, point 1, talking the same talk in those meetings. Point 2, Talking and listening, that was point 3. Here we are, number 4. Okay, so thank you. Hopefully you didn't actually leave the video. I've got more. Number 5 is goals and visions. Of course, I'm a business coach. You knew I was going to say you need goals, but you do. And you and your partner need to have shared goals and visions. And more importantly, each of you needs to understand how your goals are different, personal goals, right? You might want to make enough money so you can get a boat, and your partner might want to make enough money so they can get a golf course condo. Those are great goals. You're both working towards them. What you want to do with the money or the time is your business. But having that understanding between you as partners becomes really important. So as long as you and your partner feel like you're working well together, that's great. If you feel like you're slightly at odds, then this is a great video or document to share with them. So go ahead and do that. And the last one, number 6, is paperwork. Oh boy, I'm a bundle of fun, aren't I? Paperwork. Got the guts to say that here, but you really do need the right paperwork so that you can track things. There is a saying in managing of businesses, especially businesses that are in a growth mode, that you can only manage what you can measure. And that measurement comes through paperwork. So what I mean by reports is whether you get them on screen or on old style paper, that saying holds true. You need the right kind of reports with the right kind of info so you can work better as a team. Hopefully in your shop, you've got a whiteboard with critical info. Days cash outstanding, which job is where, change orders, what stage of manufacturing something's in. Is it in drawings? Is it in shops? Is it going down to the CNC? Is it nested already? Whatever is important to your process, your manufacturing process, you've got that laid out, and that comes through that paperwork. Okay, that was 6. That was hopefully you found that very valuable. If you like this, go ahead and click like down there. Share it with somebody that you think would appreciate this info, because this is how business partners can work better together. If you like this kind of info, go over to cabinetmakerprofitsystem.com. I've got lots more information on profitability, more on partnerships, on money, on profit in general, on hiring and managing. We just put out a new document on interview scripts if you want to hire the right people for attitude. So go back and check that out. We've got a little video and some documentation for you. And anything else you might like, leave a comment, and my team and I will take that, and we'll put out something here that is useful for you to use in growing your business. Thank you very much. Once again, I'm Dominic Rubino from Cabinet Maker Profit System. I appreciate your time. You have a great day.